In a slight change to the schedule, I'm back here at Woodbridge working on the depot. With the loop line constantly extending and expanding, we needed more trains to run the schedule. And as this one slides in here next to me, I think it's safe to say I've gone a little bit overboard on this one. Hey everyone, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Summerset MTR here on Minecraft. I'm currently standing on the really crappy bridge above a really crappy station. This is Clag Lane, which is of course based on Mudshoot on the DLR. Mudshoot I think is actually a nice station in a nice area. I think there's a park nearby and all sorts of lovely things. But here it's a hellhole. We've got 57 seconds. My word, I've had a cracking start to this episode. It is boiling hot. I'm recording this late at night just so that there's a little bit of coolness in the room. I've got my fan on behind me, so if you can hear that, that's why. And I also need to start with an apology because this episode was supposed to be tunneling west from Reefton Waters, which is up here, out this way to the new station site over here. But I'm still waiting for MTR 4.0.0 or 4.0 I think it's just called now to come out so that I can transfer the server over to Fabric, which is something that Master Trams and myself have been waiting for quite some time now. And with that, get the replay mod, which is what I want to be able to build the new station off to the west. So today we're doing something a little bit different to what was promised last time. Here's my train. I will explain more once we're on board. We'll ride at the front, of course, because on the DLR you always have to pretend you're driving the train. There we go. So we're actually heading to Woodbridge, funny enough, which is where this train terminates. But I think I might make a stop at Summerset Place along the way for reasons that you will see when we get there. Basically as well, Master Trams has left Summerset now. He's no longer working in this part of the map. He's working on his own city, Tramsburg, off to the north. I'm not allowed to show it to you right now, which is absolutely fine. I respect that. He wants to wait until it's a little more complete before he invites guests over. I'm allowed to go over off camera. I'm just not allowed to go over on camera, which I think is a very fair request indeed. Yeah, so right now it's me on my own here, unless of course someone wants to become a YouTube member or Patreon supporter. I think we do have someone due at some point in the not too distant future. Someone was in contact recently about that, but obviously I'm not going to be telling people you have to sign up now or anything like that. But if you do want to sign up now, of course that's very much appreciated, very helpful. Considering the recent, I can't actually remember if I announced it on this series or not, but my recent job change, leaving racing games, means that I am now looking for a little bit more income, so any support is greatly appreciated, of course. I still love Waterhill Road, by the way. It's such a pretty station. Not to blow my own trumpet or anything, but I think I did a good job with this one. But yeah, it's just me on my Todd at the moment here in Summerset, but I've got a plan still. We've got a plan in place for how to develop the city, the network here, especially this loop line, which is going to be more of a figure of 8, as you all know. And we're about to approach the station where I'm going to hop off because I've been told that there's something cool to show off to do with resource packs. I've installed 3 new resource packs to the, I was about to say to the server, but technically to my game. Also there's the lanes, they're looking quite nice as well. And here we are at Summerset Place, which is where we will be alighting. I've forgotten what I was saying now. Oh yeah, 3 new resource packs, all of which add things, 2 new vehicles, and then there's 1 to do with villages, which I'm very, very much intrigued by. Let's just call the lift down. Any second now. There it is. I can't be bothered to take the escalator, even though it's literally right there. Concourse, please. And upsy daisy and outsy daisy. Here we go. So yeah, this is good. It's for an early design. I'd say I've done a pretty good job with this one still. In fact, this was the very first station that I built on this server, so I'm very much happy with it. That, I think, needs to change. We might lose the window and just put black blocks there, or we'll find somewhere. I think what this mod is missing is a proper departure board. Maybe that's added in the future. Maybe there's a clever modder out there who wants to do it on my behalf. I don't know. But yeah, what am I looking for? I want to come over here. I need to find a villager. Oh, wow. They just leave the door open, don't they? Get up. Are they doing it? Well, they've got no faces right now, which I think is an issue. Well, you're wearing a monocle. Anybody? It's hard to tell compared to what they were like before, but apparently they've got improved animations. I think I can show you that. Resource pack. Yeah, fresh animations. Although it is saying made for a newer version of Minecraft, so perhaps it's not working for that reason. There's a lot of these with errors, actually, including the DLR, which is working, as we know. And then these two as well, which are aircraft related, including a Cessna, which is going to be interesting. Cessna 172. And then, yeah, fresh animations. Do I move you to the top? Would that make a difference? Oh, we have to reload the game. Bear with. Back in a sec. So, yeah, I've reloaded the game. I rang the bell again. I don't think it's made much of a difference, to be honest. I might actually disable the resource pack. I don't know what it's supposed to do, though, to be fair. I might have to ask Master Trams, unless he's already let me know in the comments here. But I'm not seeing massive changes. So, it is what it is, I suppose. But, yeah, today we are heading over... Not this way, although I kind of just wanted to show it off a little bit. I think over here, somewhere... Actually, I think that might be over at Woodbridge. Basically, we're gonna build a temporary airfield somewhere around here, so that people can get between Summerset and Tramsburg when the time comes. Oh, look at the spiral; it's so big, so big, absolutely monstrous, the size of it. And then we got the boat line down there. We got Warehouse 14 over here, which does have windows. It just didn't look like it for a second. I still need to finish actually furnishing these and building the walls and things like that. I'd got one done and then never did the others. That's something we need to do. And then, yeah, the actual Woodbridge station itself, which still looks awesome. I love the cavern going all the way down to the bottom. It's so much bigger than I remember it being as well. I actually thought that level down there, the mezzanine level, was the basement. But nope, it goes down even further. And that underground line eventually is going to head off in that direction. So if you look, where are we right now? We're here. So that's probably going to go this way-ish. It might even connect up over here and then carry on. But the temptation is to make it come over this way and actually join up with the central station. But then the other line, the east to west one, which you can't see because it runs under here. And again, this is something, I should probably show this off because there's probably going to be loads of people who've recently joined this series and don't even know this exists. If I come this way and then come over here and come down, there's a whole other set of platforms under here which do need redoing because this is ugly. I have plans, don't worry. But yeah, this is our subsurface platforms. Did I dig that? I think Master Trams dug that. I think he was making sure that the tunnels he was digging above didn't intrude on anything. Although saying that, I definitely didn't place this. Where does this go? You probably can't... No, you can't even see what I'm looking at right now. Ah, the tracks end up running parallel to each other. Okay. Maybe I did dig this. Oh, I can't remember. But yeah, you guys can't see it because it's too dark. OBS for you. And then, yeah, we've got the lifts here that take you up to all the platforms, which is nice. Might as well use that to get back up to the ground level. Actually, we'll use it to go to the top. I think that's this side. Something tells me that's this side. There's the concourse behind us, which we just missed. And then, yeah, out this way. Awesome. This is where we were just now. So, we're going to be over here. This is what we're working on today. We're going to be redoing this depot. And when I say redoing, I mean redoing. Right now, the tracks run east to west. By the end of today's episode, they're going to run north to south, which does mean having to reconfigure some buildings. So, this building here is going to get rotated. The tracks, we are going to do a little bit of track work, which again is probably going to be done not right now, but in a bit. You'll see why in a second. This is going to become a full triangular junction, so there'll be a little bit of infill going on this bridge here, probably where that leg is there, and then the other track will curve round, but we'll build the track first and we'll see. I don't want to make any assumptions or any guesses or anything. And yeah, the tracks are going to run north to south. We're going to have a lovely set of crossovers. I think right now they're 45 degrees, but I'm going to make them 22.5, which is an option that I don't think existed before, he says. But maybe it did. Maybe I'm just being dumb. Can't remember off the top of my head. And we're going to make this work. We're going to make this very successful. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trains here are currently missing. Eventually, as the line extends, more trains are going to be used on the line in each direction, bearing in mind that there's going to be a clockwise and an anti-clockwise here. So the goal is to have this side, the northern end, be for one direction, say clockwise or anti-clockwise, and then the other side, because there will be another side, be for the opposite. And then we're going to have new entry tracks, new exit tracks, all of that good stuff. It's going to look fantastic. And there's going to be lots and lots of trains running lots and lots of services. As I said before, and I'll say it again now, actually I didn't say before, what I should have said before, and I'm going to say now, this isn't going to affect too greatly the existing trackage around here. I said there will be additional trackage, but what's here already for the most part is going to remain. So this is actually going to be its own branch line that heads off in that direction-ish. Same on that side. That one's going to head off in that direction-ish. I think what this one's going to do is head due south here and then follow. So it's going to like come through here and then curve off in that direction through the birch trees there, and then that one's probably going to mirror it on the other side. And the depot is basically going to sit in between them, and Woodbridge is the major junction between all of these lines basically. The spiral is obviously going to stay in place. Even this line, oh hello, has my game just frozen? Nope, that was chugging. Woof, that was bad. I think it's the heat. This line here, it's doing it again, peeps. Might be because of the amount of trains here. The one that the train's going up now is also going to stay in place, including where it joins up over here. All of this is going to stay. So you get an idea as to how this is going to look. Are we seeing a train arrive back? Yes, we are. So there are going to be turn-back sidings used in this as well, in the new design that I've got in mind. I think it's just going to be one turn-back siding on each side to allow trains to get in and out of their respective sidings, and hopefully it's going to look really freaking cool when it's done. Now obviously because of the heat, I'm not going to do much of time-lapse and things like that, so it's going to be like progress updates. I've also got to try and get this done in the space of like 4 days because of the schedule that I've left myself, which wasn't the smartest thing in the world. But this is the first update. I'm recording this on Sunday, the episode goes out on Friday, so I think next time you see me will likely be Monday or Tuesday, and this building will be rotated. I think what I might end up doing is this building itself, I was tempted just to spin it on the spot, but I think I might actually move it down to this end of the site as well, with the inspection pit and all of that good stuff, just to make sure that, you know, we keep the realism here. I love this, by the way. It's been, again, a long time since I've come through here, but there's so much cool stuff. Still need to fit it out with the workshop stuff, but right now this is cool. We need to put doors on it as well, which I should have already done. And this walkway will get opened up a little bit more as well thanks to this. So there's reasons why all this exists, because this is actually supposed to be a walkway that the public can use, which kind of got ruined a bit because I built this massive depot and then didn't really leave much space. So we're going to fix all that as well. So that's the intro to this episode. I'm now going to go off and have a cold shower and sit in an ice bath for 3 days or whatever. And the next time you see me, this will have rotated. Alright, first update. Depot has been moved, or at least the shed part of the depot here has been moved. I feel like those lights are now facing the wrong way though, so that might be a job to do off camera. But as you can see, I have replaced the tracks as well as rotating the depot 90 degrees. And if I come out of these doors here, by the way, brace yourself, these are automatic doors. Get ready to see how cool these are. I'm going to keep walking. There's no pressure plates on the ground or anything, and they just open and let me through. So I've already placed some over there at the entrance to the spiral. I'm actually tempted to do the same thing for warehouse 14 there, and maybe any other residential blocks that we build. Something else that I've done here is replace all the pathways, or at least place the pathways. So there's pathways either side of the rail here now, and I've extended this bridge out by 2 blocks. But yeah, this is what it looks like now. Now, everything you see here... excuse me. I seem to have the froggiest frog in my throat right now. Everything you see here will be depot. I don't know how many tracks this is going to end up being. Just need to remove that. There we go. But I think the technical term is a lot. You will also notice that the covered section here is just part of it. For now, I think I might just populate the covered bit only and then just have these as empty sidings. We'll see. Because right now we don't need that many trains. This is once the line is fully up and running. This is kind of future-proofing things. And don't forget that this is just one direction. This is probably going to be the clockwise direction. I say clockwise, though. It's a figure of 8, so that doesn't really work. The one that goes from Woodbridge to Kingsbridge, that way round. I can't think of any other way of saying it than that. And then the other direction... will be the south end, which would be over there, which hasn't actually been built yet. I think that's the best way of doing it. We shall see. I also wanted to have a little quick chat about how the switch tracks are going to work here, as in the actual sidings tracks. I'm just going to put down these as well, because for some reason I forgot to do it before. And there. Excuse me. So these are going to be their own sidings as well. I was debating putting a turnback siding here. I don't think I need one, but it might be handy to have one anyway, just in case. But I don't want it to mess up routing or anything like that. Also, my Discord may go off in a minute. Apologies if it does. Am I recording sound on the right thing here? I think I am. I'm waiting for Master Trams to get back to me about something, because he's shown me what the resource pack is supposed to do for these little critters here in the villagers, and it looks really, really cool. But for me, it's doing this, so something's clearly gone wrong, for me at least. Could just be the version of Minecraft I'm playing on, so we'll see about that. I've got like hiccups as well, so I apologise if I suddenly stop talking halfway through. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, so I want to lay tracks here. So here's my thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place. So that's not a 45-degree angle. That's a 45-degree angle. That's a 22.5-degree angle. Which I think is enough for this. I'm not actually sure now looking at that. I hoped it would be, but maybe it isn't. We'll place this and see. Yeah, invalid orientation. Oh dear. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try that. This should work. There. Now already you can see why that's wrong. That's quite a large... Yeah, I don't think it needs to be there. Let me try that again. I want to count this out because this is the datum for all of it. In fact, technically it's not. This is going to be the datum for all of these. So I need to put that one there and then that one there. So I need to measure it off this one. This is going to be a turnback siding, I've just decided. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In fact, let me try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do that. This should be fine. But already it's looking like it isn't. No, it's not. So I think it needs to be more out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe it's this one. But now this looks like it's going to have a really long... Yeah, it does have a really long straight bit. So I feel like I can actually put it... here maybe? Like that. Get rid of that one. And get rid of that one. What length is this? First of all, does it work? Yes, it does. Second of all, does that look realistic? I'd say it does for a depot. I think that looks fine. And it actually looks like I could move it forward again a little bit more. Maybe put it like here almost. But then that looks a little too extreme. So the measurement here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 across. 7 back and 2 across. So if I now put you there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. Do that. Is that in line? That's not in line, is it? Where is in line? Here? I've come up with a new problem here now. I don't know what's in line. Not that. 1 over, I believe. Here, maybe. Oh, no, don't tell me that's too far the other way. I've got to work out the math. Maybe this is why I did it at 45-degree angles before, because it was just easier. This one. If I can do it once, it'll work for all of them. There we go. That looks straight to me. But now I've got to... 1, 2. So yeah, that doesn't line up now, see? So I need... Oh, man. Let me remove that. I also seem to have this thing. I had this problem when I was removing the tracks over there. It takes forever for these tracks to disappear. So I have no idea how long that's going to take now. The good news is this does appear to have worked. The bad news is even now I'm thinking that over here would have been a better spot. Like there. Sorry, the bad news is I don't know my angles now. Yeah, that doesn't work. And I can't remember where it was now. It was like here, wasn't it? I think actually there would do better, curve-wise. Which might have been actually where it was before. It's not doing the nice smooth curve that I would have liked. It's actually doing the opposite. So I don't know if I've done goofed here. Let's try, if I did it like that, how does that look? That's a better curve, actually. And that's probably a better angle to go across there with as well. Now, this isn't, again, 45 degrees. 45 degrees is... Oh, wait, is this 45 degrees? It wasn't supposed to be. Have I accidentally made it 45 degrees? That's very plausible with me. That was the angle I wanted. But now this looks like it's too much. And it's hard to tell because of the sodding track rendering not going away properly. That would have actually removed the nodes. I'm going to give it a minute while that sorts itself out. I was going to try and do the first one of these on camera and then we move forward from there. But this is a little bit tricky. 1, 2... Actually, I think because it's a 22.5 degrees, so that's a quarter of a quarter of 90 basically. So would a 1:4 ratio work for this? So if I did like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then went across 2 and did that. It's hard to see, but I think, yes, that does in fact work. So on that logic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Does that work? I might need to like fly away and come back because this is ridiculous. But I don't think that worked before when I did it. And I think there was something else I was meant to say. I'm on my old PC still for this one. I haven't transferred the server over, or at least I haven't transferred my instance of Minecraft over to the new PC yet. One thing I might as well show you while I'm here then is this. So before, this didn't have the detailing on that it does now. And in fact, it still doesn't have all of the detailing on. I forgot to put the cross beams in. Whereas now, it has all of them. Whoops, where they should be, especially on this side, it has all of them. And it drops down here. It does make the headroom here a little tight, but considering it's only really... I mean, it's a footpath, So it is a public footpath, but it's only railway maintenance workers that are probably going to use this anyway, so you can kind of forgive it there. I think the footpath is going to continue off in that direction behind the depot here, but I haven't 100% decided on that yet. But yeah, it looks fine. It could be worse. Has it all gone yet? Yes. How does that look? That actually looks like it could work. So on that logic, the next one would be not there. This is the new trick now. I've got to try and get it so that it's in line first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. No. Just keep placing them till it looks like it's in line. That one, I think, is in line. Let's check. Is that a straight line? It isn't. It's snakes. Ooh, this is going to be a big depot. I think there is correct. And again, there's probably a way of working this out. Yeah, that looks straight. So from here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where that curve goes. And then this connects like so. And already, I'm regretting all my choices that led me to this point. I could still do a 45-degree angle. In theory, I could still do a 45-degree angle. And technically, there's nothing stopping me from just doing this to this. And it'll still do the angle and everything. And even here, in theory, I could just do that to that. And it'll do it as one piece. I'm just going to very quickly... How do I... Let's do that and that. Just so I remember where this node went. In case something does go horribly wrong. Why did I remove the track piece? That was dumb, wasn't it? Could have done my entire inventory and I decided to do that piece instead. Actually, that doesn't look as good, in my opinion. That looks pretty crap. So it was that, and then it was that. And then I need to use the track remover. Which is that one to that one, and then I need to do the track replacer, which is this one like this, and then this one like that. Just to get that proper defined curve. I don't think we need that for all of these. Some of these we probably don't need it at all. Now what's the ratio here? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 across. No, 5 across. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 down. 5 across, 12 down, and I'm already thinking that's a hell of a lot of building. This depot is going to be massive. Absolutely huge. Already I'm thinking, do I need to redo the design? But I don't think I can. I think I'm going to have to leave it the way it is and just hope for the best. Where are we? What Y level are we on? 60. So I basically need to fly, excuse me, all the way over here, level with this, which is Y minus 259. And then I need to head off in a direction, this way, and make it Y60, which is, am I still on 259? I'm on 258. 259. You're Y70, so I need to drop down. There. Set cobblestone. Did it work? Oh, hello. Has it worked? I think there's a lot of lag going on here right now. I have no idea if this is even rendering. Hello. Okay. What's happened here is I've buried myself. Which tells me it wasn't Y60 at all. Where am I going? This way. Oh boy. Yeah, no, I think I've done this wrong. I know. Maybe I've done it right. Huh. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. That's fine. Although I was expecting this bit to be covered. And it wasn't. Even though... Oh, okay. No, I see what I've done. Maybe I did it too far forward. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, I must have done it too far forward. Okie dokie. So now I've got to remove all of this. Which I can do fairly easily. I just got to go to the end corner. Which is somewhere underneath all this. Where are we at? So it was level with that piece, wasn't it? Aha. There we go. Like so. Yeah, this is going to be fun to watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to keep building up. Until I'm above the tallest tree. Or the tallest land piece, whichever comes first. Which I think is a little bit further. Just for safety. There. Now I'm going to come back over here. Make sure that I do select the right thing. Make sure that I'm not going to delete the building by mistake. Doesn't look like it. Well, looks like we're all good. There. Set. 0. A lot is about to happen. Boom. There we go. Wow, look at all those pigs, sheep, all sorts. Oh, I just killed a pig doing that. My bad. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, already this is looking big, and this isn't even like half of what I want to do with all this. So I think I might have to rethink my idea for this crossover in particular. Diagonal seems the best way of doing it. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, let's say. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I did that. But the tightness of the curve puts me off a little bit. Although that's... Yeah, no, that's too tight. Honestly, I think it does have to be what we've got here. And I've already forgotten the golden number. It was like 5 across and 8 down, was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the next one will be... Actually, the next one won't be the same, will it? Because this is only 3 across. Whereas this one, I think, was 4. Oh, no, that one is 5 across. Oh, okay. So maybe it lines up 1, 2, 3. So maybe this is not going to be... Maybe it's going to be more of a... Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that doesn't line up. That does, though. So is that a 9 and 4? No way, that doesn't line up either. That's skew if. Is it that one? Possibly. Let's just remove those. I'm starting to feel like it's going to have to be diagonal. Is that straight? That's not straight. That's the problem, see? That's not straight. Which then, yeah, it just creates an issue, doesn't it? Of you can't do... I think it's going to have to be 45-degree angles, you know? Which does screw up a lot of what I had in mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. As a slow-moving junction, it could in theory work, but that is way too sharp still. So maybe we'll do like a 5 and 10. So 1, 2 this way, and then 1 this way. All I think I've just done here is made the same corner, but slightly wider. Maybe that looks like a 5 and 9 to me. Is also the fact that actually I need to connect it up over here, which I can do with the setup that I've got. Yeah, can do that. Because all trains in this direction head out this way. I've already lost the line. It's this one, and that would go there. Like so. And then from there, I think that's a straight connection, isn't it? So if I did this, and then see where it straightens up, which is here, by the looks of it. That, to me, looks like the curve. And if this curve looks good, then I can work out how big this curve is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10, 4. Does it look good? That looks good to me. That does actually look good to me. So I'm going to have to move some stuff around, I think. So, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's going to go there. We'll remove that one for a second. This one is then going to move one across as a result, except it's not there. It is there. And then from that, 1, 2, 3. No, wait, it's there. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remove that one. It's that one now, isn't it? Boom. And boom. I think that looks better. I really wanted to do the 22.5, but the angle was just so off, it just didn't look right to me. So I think I'm going to put another cut here. I'm going to go away and mess around with all of this and try and make it work. It's also excruciatingly hot. So again, cold shower, lie in a bath full of ice, all that good stuff. And then when you see me again, we should at least have all of these tracks here connected. Let's see. So here I am on the roof of the depot building here at Woodbridge. Let me just adjust my microphone again. I always seem to have it in the wrong place. Here we go. So I'm on the roof here looking over towards Woodbridge Station itself. Big reveal time. This is huge, by the way. You can already see how big it is on the map. And trust me, this is massive. Ready? Here we go. So it looks a little underwhelming right now. But trust me when I say this is going to be absolutely massive when it's complete. So you can see here all of these tracks here with the turnback sidings. Those turnback sidings were originally there for decoration. Turns out they're actually very important to the new design that I've come up with, which is as a response to the fact that this is going to be way too big otherwise. You can see here I've got some staggered sidings here as well. They're kind of necessary. I looked at the DLR, both Poplar and Beckton depots, to get an idea as to how to build this. And yeah, these extra tracks here are probably going to be needed for something. I don't know what yet, but something. We've also got a little bit of storage space over here, which may or may not get used for sidings as well. And then this area over here is also going to have sidings, probably running parallel to these ones. And then they'll connect in with this track here. So there will be a case where trains will have to come in this way, down here, down here, down here, into this one. Then reverse back, and then up along there into that turnback siding, and then back again, down here, into their actual siding track. That's the plan for how that's going to work. This is just a quick update. I just wanted to show you guys this design here. I still need to go and detail it all. Plus, it is absolutely scorching in here. So I want to get the fan back on nice and quick. But yeah, a little update here. Now I'm going to go add the detailing, possibly add the trains in as well, or we'll do that on camera in a little bit. And then yeah, this project will be complete. So, final update of the episode. I'm here at Summerset Square. See the smooth frame rate. What is it at the moment? 60-ish, which is very nice indeed. That's about to disappear as we start flying this way. So, as I said, this is Summerset Square or Summerset Place. What's the station called? It's Summerset Place, isn't it? And then that's Summerset Square over there. This is the theatre, which still needs finishing. I'm being very lazy, not being bothered. Tower, the lanes, all that good stuff. Is it called the lanes? Did I call it the lanes? I can't even remember anymore. Kingsbridge Station here, which was very outdated, very purple. I will do something about that as well. Maybe add some extra colours. Probably actually turn it into this like turquoisey colour. That would be nice. The empty boat there. And then as we come into Woodbridge, you'll see the frame rate begin to tank because we have lots and lots of trains. So off camera, I've added the little walkways between sidings, the little stairs. I've added buffer stops. I've made the siding track look like the normal track. So you'll notice that the trains here are sat on top of normal track. But if I go... I need a track thing. Hang on. There we go. You'll see they're yellow, which indicates that they are indeed sidings tracks. We'll fly over the depot here. You'll see a train stopped on the left. We'll moan about that in a minute. And yeah, there are 42 tracks on this section alone, not including the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tracks there. So there are 53 tracks here, 53 trains that we could potentially have operating the various lines on the light rail system. I have also... and it's probably broken now because I don't think... oh no, something is showing. It's just saying 2 minutes for all of them. You'll notice there, LR01. The first line has been officially named as LR01. That will get changed possibly, but LR02 will be the loop heading in the opposite direction. So this middle platform here is LR01. This middle platform here is LR02. Obviously it terminates here for now, goes back to the depot, but eventually it will... actually no, it won't. Eventually this will also be the terminus and it will still run around this way. I have also over here had an idea for trains potentially entering this platform here and having this be bi-directional. And the way I would achieve that is, you see I've already placed this marker here, and we'll have a track... I'll remove this pillar here. We'll have a track that comes over here, and this will technically run underneath the one above. So the next station will be a 3-platform station instead of a 2-platform station. I think there's potential for that to work. We will see. Now for the problems. There are some. There are several, in fact. Master Trams is currently helping me with this. He has a theory. I have a theory. But right now you'll see I have this white signal line. This runs all the way down. Might as well show you. All the way down to this right-hand track here. And it actually stops just before the turn-back siding. We have a similar thing on the other side, but it's a black line. So if I find it here, you'll see the black line. Trains keep overshooting, as you can see. So we've got, I think there's 3 trains there, and it looks like there's like 3 or 4 over here as well. They're getting stuck. Very, very much less than ideal. Now I've gone through several configurations of this, and I still can't find out what's going on. One other thing before I reset the trains to show you is originally I had the northeast side of the depot, which is this one here, running the loop. However, no train ever left. They all just sat here staring at me. There were no error messages. It said path generated successfully in the console. I've no idea what's going on here. No train moved. So I switched it to the other side, and then all the trains moved. I think at the moment I've got it set, in fact I'll show you. Depot, so it's northwest that we're operating. Every 66.7 seconds we have a train leave. I actually said path not generated there as well, so I don't know if Master Trams has been on and had a look. But yeah, things weren't behaving. Now, if I show you quickly, grab my track thing, this white line should be flashing. Oh, it is now flashing. Okay. Well, that's progress on where we were at yesterday, where it wasn't flashing at all. The same thing should happen in a second for the black line. When it reaches... So we've got orange, blue and red flashing now, which is fine. That's part of the plan. Let me just run over here where it's a little less laggy. There we go. You can always tell when the trains deload. That's how I know that it is definitely trains that are causing this. And the new update to MTR... Is the black flashing? I don't think it is. The new update to MTR changes the way that trains are rendered. So that should hopefully fix the problem that I'm having here with low frame rates and stuff. See, I don't think the black line... Oh, it is. It's very, very faint. You can just see it. Unless that's an artifact from the orange. No, the black is now flashing. But again, it wasn't last night. And the white one wasn't either. Maybe I've accidentally fixed it. But the whole point is... Sorry, run out of here again. The whole point is that only one train should be moving on any side of the depot at any time. So right now, the white line is flashing, which means no other trains should be entering that block. Once that train has reached this turnback siding, the next train can, in theory, leave. But it can only go as far as this orange... Oh, sorry, this crossover where the orange takes over. The orange is specifically for the crossovers only. And then red is this turnback siding, blue is this turnback siding, and that's hopefully how it'll work moving forward. I have also, again, sorry for the lag, some of these bigger sections of track, like this one here, I've got its own color code. So yellow is for this one, pink is for this one, and you'll see the white ends just before. The idea being that, say this train here straight ahead, this will run down here, and if the white block is already occupied, it should wait here. But that doesn't always happen, which is a little bit annoying. Signaling in this mod is the one thing that I think is heavily flawed. But I can't think of a better solution myself, so I'm not going to criticize it and say, oh, it's terrible implementation or anything like that. It really isn't. It is the best of a bad situation. How do you signal something in a 3D world like this that's grid-based, where the tracks themselves are not grid-based? Yes, through the splines you can tell where a block is occupied, but how do you actually signal that and get that across? Because right now, a train that's coming out of the sidings over there doesn't necessarily know where this train that's already in the turnback siding is going. So if they're heading towards the same destination, they could end up butting into each other, which is less than ideal. You really don't want that. So how to fix that, I've no idea. Quite honestly, I have absolutely no idea. The only thing I could think of is to make this this now left-hand siding for exiting trains, and this right-hand one for arriving trains, which was meant to be the idea. And then, they wait in the turnbacks. But, again, how do you do that? You can't allocate a turnback siding. You can't say, incoming trains only use this one. So I thought about using one-way tracks, but you can't, because you always need an exit track for trains coming out the same direction they came in. Right now I don't have that. I've switched that off, basically. Disabled it. Didn't want it. But you can see my problem, where if I have this here as a one-way heading south, how do the trains get back north to run back to their siding? You can't. The only one I did have originally was this one was one way, and then this one was one way, which could work, but then again, trains here would just come down here into this siding and then back again. So it's a quandary, that's for sure. It's definitely a quandary, but I'm sure together myself and Master Trams will fix it. The fact that the signal wires are now flashing every time a train comes out suggests that something has changed since I built all this last night. You saw that as that train appeared, this wire started flashing. Just because the trains aren't rendered when they disappear off screen, by the way, doesn't mean that they don't exist anymore. It's one of the things I actually like about this mod. It's not like vanilla Minecraft where the minecarts disappear, despawn. These trains remain, they're just not rendered. They're almost like invisible entities just flying around the map, which I quite like myself. But this is very much a test bed, this light rail system right now, the depot and everything. It's very much a just trying to get this all to work thing. I'm just checking, has that previous train actually cleared the block? I guess so, if it's all the way up there. I guess so. But yeah, the 4.0 update should make it that I can fly around here without there being incredibly bad lag. And then all the other stuff. Basically, everything else should then improve as a result of that, but we'll see. I am just looking at possible ways to fix this, but I think that's an off-camera job. And like I said, hopefully myself and Master Trams can bash our heads together and come up with a solution that works for this. Right now it seems to be behaving. I think the problem is when trains arrive back at the depot after running their shift. Things then get a little bit tricky. And I've thought about running another colour line, signal line, up this track here. But again, it causes more problems than it solves. So it's not really worth doing. I think the white and the black works. The only other solution is to have just one train running at a time. But then that completely defeats the point of having these two turnback sidings. And just putting them all on, say, a white line. As I said, that sort of defeats the point. So if anyone in the comments has any suggestions, feel free to let me know. Hopefully signals is something that could be addressed in a future update. I know the 4.0 update does change signaling behavior, but not really in the way that I was hoping. It does it based on a moving block system, which again doesn't really work for dead-end sidings like this. So I think it's something... Turnback sidings kind of feel like something that's fallen by the wayside a little bit in terms of... functionality and things, because a lot of people on the MTR server in particular don't really operate a system quite like this, and those who do have a far better understanding of signal logic than I do, so they've managed to make theirs work. Maybe I should hop on the MTR server at some point and actually have a look around at how other people have done it. That might be a good idea. We'll see. But right now though, as these trains filter out to run their services for the day, I am going to wrap up this episode. Like I said, these trains currently are running 66 seconds apart. I've set a 30-second stop time at Woodbridge Station. I think there's a 30-second stop time at Reeveton Junction as well. But I believe Reeveton Waters doesn't have that right now. So that there is, I think it's 20 seconds actually at Reeveton Waters. So there should be enough of a gap, enough of a leeway between trains. That there won't be any issues, but we'll very much see on that one. And yeah, it's just a case of monitoring this, checking things, fixing things as they go wrong. I will go and switch these tracks back to the configuration that I had before, so it'll be bi-directional on the straight lines. Excuse me, sorry, that's me not putting my phone on silent. Bi-directional on the straight lines, and then one directional, unidirectional on the crossovers, coming in only. I think that would be the best way of doing it, but we'll see. And then, yeah, hopefully next time we'll have a functioning depot. So until then, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And of course, if you're enjoying the series, drop those comments down below. If you have any ideas on how to fix all this, then do let me know down below. Otherwise, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you for your continued support. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And until next time, I will see you soon.